Hi and welcome back to a new art journaling video. I'm playing again in my handmade chunky art journal, and I have started by priming my pages with gesso, and now I go in with acrylic paints. And I just apply the paints with my fingers, as this is the favorite way for me to play with them. When I started this page, the only thing I had in mind was the color scheme. And before I started, I put all the colors I want to use onto a piece of copy paper. And later I love to use these underpapers with the leftover paint for other projects. For example, I often use them as art journal pages in a handmade journal. When I'm done with blending my background, I dilute some of the paint with water and add some sprinkles. I'm adding the darker blue. It's a Prussian blue with a brush, just to increase the contrast of the page and to give it more depth. When everything is dry, I'm going in with a little bit of yellow, and therefore I'm using the Neocolor crayon. I'm putting in that yellow because it really stands out against the other colors, and this makes the page even more interesting. I'm adding more of the crayons just in a scribbly way to make some marks on the page, which also makes it more interesting. I also add some background stamping. I'm using StazOn as it works best on an acrylic surface, and I used that grid stamp from my Mixed Media Marks stamp set. I'm also stamping the numbers which come also with the set, and I really love the combination of that grid and those numbers. As always, you will find a link in the description box to my blog post for this page, so you can have a look at close-up images. For the main images on the page, I'm using my loose floral stamps, and I created a little arrangement with one of the flowers and leaves by using the masking technique. That means I stamped the flower onto watercolor paper, or is it just white cardstock? It's not so important here. And then I also stamped it to a post-it note and cut that flower out, and then I laid that post-it note onto the flower I've stamped to my final paper, and then I stamped the leaves around it. I cut that out, and now I'm just arranging my layout to see where I will stamp my title, which says believe, and it's from the affirmation stamp set. I also add some additional words to the left side. They come with my Flowers Gone Wild stamp set, and I stamped it, I believe, to such a underpaper, and then I cut out the words and I will glue them to the left side. I have linked up some other videos you might like to the info box. You find it on the top right of your video screen. That's my page for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope we see us next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!